Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another normal-ass normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yep.
Hitting me up with the sound of going on a family vacation, but forgetting one of your 410 children at home, subsequently leaving them with robbers who they have to defend the house with a series of poorly placed booby traps.
I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that?
No, it cut out, but I'm going to assume you screamed Kevin.
I did.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
Great. Yep. We watched, Em and I watched both of those back-to-back here this week, and they are bangers.
They are bangers.
Still, to this day. Second one still, I think, might be a bit better than the first somehow.
It's better. I live and die on that hill. I live and die on that.
Bro.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, is better than the original.
And it's Marv, bro. Marv, the taller of the two,
He's
the wet and then sticky bandits. He carries so hard, bro. The commitment to the skeleton in the electricity scene is so fucking perfect. They didn't have to, because it's so dumb and like slapstick, like beyond belief. But they brought the skeleton out, and I gotta give him props for it. But yeah, down here at the bottom right, we have Caldera, and then the top left, the Blue Terran Tank Rush. I can't imagine what we might see from him, but so far it's not a proxied Tank Rush, so it's not that. We'll have to see if any tanks are involved. But before we get too deep into this, it's a Nang. It's a good time, Mr. Black. Why don't you glaze some of our community for just how incredible they've been crushing the candies?
Oh, the glazing is real, guys. Big thank you everybody that is playing Candy Crush. And continues to play Candy Crush. You guys are the real ones. We set out a hefty goal to get 150 people to get to level 600. We had no idea how much time or how hard it would be, so we threw out a lofty goal. There's still, at the time of recording this, there's still 12 days left, so there's lots of time. But by the time, I mean, Adam and I are actually recording this 3 days before we normally do, because we're not going to be able to get together during Christmas. So we still want to give you guys your content. So with that being said, for everybody that got to 600, 500, 400 is still pushing, big thank you guys. This is, as of right now, our second biggest campaign that we've had through LAGTV. So that's saying something big, so thank you. We want to lower the bar, though. We want to lower it a little bit. I know we wanted 150 of you guys at 600. We're going to lower that down to 125 at 400, which means the ones that got, to 100, 150, 250, that gives you a realistic goal to shoot for before the end of the campaign. So we want to do that, and if you guys still want to go the extra mile, hey, go all the way to 600. I mean, we
ain't gonna stop you because we still get big kickbacks. It's not that we don't get the kickbacks for those who hit 600. It's huge. We just had no idea. We were literally, I'm not joking, we were running off of the degeneracy of my wife hitting 3,000 levels in like 2 months. So we kind of just like rough mathed it out and said, yeah, that seems almost possible for that many people to hit. And honest to God, some people did. They crushed those fucking candies. But we know it's a diabolical game, and we appreciate the grind, and we want to reward as many of you as possible for those efforts, and we wanted to make the goal realistic here in the final stretch, and so we are going to back off on it a bit. But again, don't let that stop you. I mean, just don't feel like you need to. But if you want to, if you're sitting there and you're like, I can't move, I just ate all this food, I need something to keep me energetic, crush the candies.
That's it.
It'll be all good. But bless you all.
Big thank you.
Absolutely fantastic.
And that's that. Let's get into some StarCraft here. Tank Rush. StarCraft's finally happening. He's just decided to go ahead and just build a Marine here, because why not? It's not going to do anything at all. This one Immortal is, I mean, he probably should just cancel the Marine. It's a complete and utter waste of 50 minerals, but hey. All right. Sure.
I'm so lost as to why. Why? What? Why?
I don't know.
Why would you commit to that? You land that, you see the, it's bad. Maybe it's just a distraction, because look at what we got in production, Mr. Black. We've been seeing more and more and more of this here on the channel. BCs are a ridiculously strong unit, and you only need one if you're good at managing them. to really have a massive impact in the game and just start snowballing more and more BCs. They're so distracted by the first BC that by the time they deal with it, you got 2 more BC, and then they're really up shit's creek without a paddle. But this observer is likely going to catch that. Now, whether or not it will be too late, hard to say. He is moving up the map now after he successfully defended the world's worst proxy barracks. And we'll have to see how that all pans out. That one tank there, though, is going to be a bit of a challenge, at least for those stalkers, Mr. Black.
Yeah, I mean, there's a BC here now, so I don't even think he'll get a tank kill at this point. The BC is going to be able to take out the rest of the stalkers, and there it is. With just 5 health left, he can go ahead and repair. There's the scan. He knows something's there because the stalkers could see on the high ground before they made it all the way up. So very, very good scan. Now is moving over to the natural, but it seems as though Caldera is ready to do a bigger attack, and he needs another warp cycle in of stalkers yesteryear, because if not, that one BC alone is going to be able to kill off 4 stalkers, no doubt about it.
Oh, especially if he drops a mule or brings any SCVs to repair. I mean, there's no hope in that BC getting killed. Here comes another mini cycle of stalkers right now, and that's enough. That BC will die.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to be careful. He can get a couple of shots in here, and I think he stole maybe one.
He got one stalker.
Kill in
he
that.
got one stalker.
But here comes. Okay, that's a little. All right, let's calm down now. We
here
didn't beat the entire union on the BC, but maybe we do. I don't know. The repairs are going, and there's no chance. And the tank on top of that. No, you gotta understand that you're never gonna be able to get out alive on that one. You can't even see what you're doing. The friggin' command center's blocking the view. Not even allowed to watch as your units are getting taken out. Now those immortals are unfortunately going to get taken out with another warp cycle coming in. It's not enough. You can't send 3 stalkers in here.
No.
And expect anything to happen. You need to have all those units at home and start massing units, because this BC isn't going to stay at home defending much longer. It's going to show up on your doorstep. It's not going to be your doorstep. He's backdooring you. He's coming through the patio.
Yes, he is, Adam.
I had coffee and I had 3 hours of sleep. I'm trying to stay awake right now.
I like it. I like it. Little Unimato there, taking out one of the stalkers with that one hit. This one BC putting in crazy amount of work, but very smartly done here from Protoss, expanding in behind this, keeping our Terran on one base. We do have a second Battlecruiser not on the way. Never mind. He's just getting a tech lab here. He's getting rid of that tech lab. He doesn't want any more coming out. And unfortunately here for Tank Rush, he needs to do something. Because he's getting...
I fully expected a second BC to already be on the field by now, because if he doesn't get a second one out, then everything I just said under the influence of terribly brewed Tim Hortons coffee is going to be for naught, Mr. Black.
Well, 20 kills.
And Caldera will eventually break through.
He will. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him just bringing in 4 stalkers at a time now. He should probably wait until he gets 8. And then from there, start kiting down the BC. Now he's running off, getting this BC out of position. Now attacking this third before the planetary finishes up. The BC is going to try and come over, I hope, to stop this. He really needs to keep this alive. He needs to bring down some mules. There's the teleport over to the stalkers, and the stalkers smartly go back into the fight. I was going to say, fuck off.
They thought about it.
No, they're fucking on. And there are the hero repair SCVs still doing a great job in behind. Stop probe production, though. Would like to see more probes go there. At this point, I feel like I would be going blink if I'm Caldera, and I'm going to start blinking around here. I'm going to try and pick this off, blink away, start attacking here, blink up here. Like, I'm just doing damage now. Then running into the base, blinking down in behind. I'm doing this all while expanding, getting more probes, getting down a third, and building in behind this. Because he's going to be careful, too. At any point, Tank Rush could decide to teleport to the other side of the map and start attacking the mineral line. Is it enough stalkers here? It's going to be close. It's not. I don't think it's enough.
No, it's not enough. I mean, maybe 2 more, and that could have been enough.
Yeah.
But not quite enough. Too many SCVs on this repair. And this now 24-25 kill BC remains
impressive.
The hero unit for Tank Rush. The only reason he is in this game right now, and the only reason Caldera continues to struggle to close out despite being almost double the supply, Mr. Black.
Yeah, there we go. Now he's got a hefty amount of stalkers. He might be able to keep it alive still. It's not. He needs to focus or just kill the SCVs. One of the two. It's going to be close. He's going to at least lose the natural. I mean, it's
God.
so
Is there no
damn.
mules available?
No, it's over. Yeah, there it is. It's finally dead. Wow.
Holy
What a
shit.
hero,
And
BC,
there's the
though.
GG. Dude, that one BC.
God.
The amount of work that one BC was able to put in with the help of those SCVs is kind of astounding, Mr. Black.
Yeah, I mean, he really should have just started attacking the SCVs and just picking those off one volley at a time and then kill the BC. But, you know, he ended up getting enough. He just wasn't building up enough stalkers at once. No matter how many SCVs are repairing it, it will eventually go down. But he managed to make it work. Decent macro in behind. Not the best, but at the same time, at least he was doing it. And, yeah, I mean, it was a solid game. It was all right.
Yeah.
I'm here for
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm just, you know, I'm impressed anytime, you know, people down around this league level can handle the BC. It's not a BC rush per se, but it's just a quick first BC.
Yeah.
It is a lot to manage, especially if the person kind of like no-lifes that one build and they're very adept at controlling the BC and harassing with it. It's so oppressive to this level of player. But thankfully, Caldera, whether it was intentional or otherwise, got in there right at about the right time to stop that BC from being able to be used for any harassment. Literally within like 30 seconds, probably, of that BC going out.
And sorry to cut you off, but Annie did a great job at making sure a second BC didn't come out. Second BC come out, you're fucked. Like you're just done. Like it's pretty much game over. But he managed to keep focus on the tech, did not allow the BC, and not only that, forced all those SCVs off the mineral line to repair. I mean, that's minerals not being collected and minerals being used while you're repairing. So really, he was hurting the economy and also making sure that the BC was not coming out. Still a very, very close game. I think if Caldera really overextended on one or two of those exchanges, he would have found himself in a world of pain, but it was just enough. Solid gold game, and we will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.